Okay, so I get asked quite a lot, how do I mod my droids? So excuse the quick and dirty application of this, but anybody else that's seen my videos knows that there's nothing big or special about them. I'll just go through the droids one at a time. You can see how they're modded. I tried doing all sorts of things with HK to make him like an effective damage dealer, but the only thing he can do is lend his lead skill and tank damage. So the most effective loadout I had was that. Okay, so he's gone through a few different types of mods. He has to keep hitting those crits. As long as he keeps hitting those crits, he'll keep getting turns, and that's why he's got all those crit modifiers. Speed there keeps him going as well if anybody stuns him or whatever. Because he's hitting the crit so well, crit damage means he can crit for about 7 to 8k, which isn't bad when you think that you can land that on a counter quite regularly. And then because he has, this is actually not his mod, this is Dengar's, but Dengar needed a better potency mod for a raid. But yeah, because he has that TM drain and a offense down, it was worth keeping a decent potency set on him, potency build, just so that he could land that. And it's proved really well in the Droid squad. Next up, B2. Okay, so he was tanky enough as it was, so I thought I'd try a bit of an experiment with him and just raise his damage output. And it's worked really well. He hits for about 3 to 4k, but he hits so regularly now that he's actually become one of the highest overall damagers in the squad. Few speed secondaries, just what you'd expect. I could have made this critical damage, but critical chance just seemed better to make sure that he could keep hitting again, to make sure that his AoE always landed. That might still get changed to critical damage at some point. And then of course potency secondaries, wherever you can put him, a potency primary on your cross, so that you can land his debuff. Okay, Grievous. Now I've seen lots of different ways for people modding this guy up. As you can see, he's maxed here with everything he can do. You can really make this guy kick out a lot of damage, but he just becomes too brittle. What I've done, because I'm using him in this grindy droid squad, this Droid squad, I don't know if that's ever going to catch on. I've made him fast. The dude is really quick overall. But I've just made him have lots of health. He doesn't kick out a massive amount of damage. You can get him up to IG-88's level, but then he just becomes as brittle as IG-88. And I already use IG-88 in my normal droid squad. It seemed a little bit counterproductive to have another glass cannon in there. So I mean, you can see straight away that's not a bad health pool. And again, 173 speed. He's quite pokey, he's quite damaging, but he's a lot tankier. Now that health pool doesn't look like too much, but his this one, where is it? If he does, there you go, 10% max health for each living droid ally. That's an extra 40% max health. That's massive. That's a huge bonus. I can't be asked to do the maths, but stick that onto his health pool there, and you'll see that he's a lot tankier than he should be. And at the moment, it's working. Okay, 88. This was all about crit damage. If he doesn't crit, he just doesn't do much at all. But if he crits, you're talking anywhere between 20 and 30k, depending on what the defense is like. The only reason that he's got that defense on there is because I had a defense triangle with this crit damage here. So because I had to put that on early on, he then had to have a pair to make it worthwhile. And as it happened, I had a 5-star with a little speed bonus on it as well. Notice that quite a lot of these droids have got speed arrows wherever I can get them. But that's pretty much standard now. That was a nice one, 10 speed. I've seen people with mods that have got like 20 speed on their secondary, and it's really quite impressive. But I've never come across anything like that. And then potency as well is again standard for his AOE to make sure that he lands it and gets a few ability blocks on. And yeah, we've only got one. No, we haven't. We'll throw 86 up first. Yeah, he's still waiting on a little bit of gear, just one piece. 86 actually, although he's set up to do quite a bit of damage. Again, rapid speed everywhere that you expect, lots of crit chance. I could have made this a crit damage, but I found that if he doesn't crit, he doesn't cause any damage at all. It's not strong enough for what it is. And because he doesn't have an AoE like the other droids, if he doesn't crit, then in fact he's waiting quite a long time. He gets one shot, and if it doesn't crit, then he's waiting for ages. At least the others, they get an AoE. So for him, I've given him a decent crit chance primary stat on there to up it, to make sure that at least when he takes his one shot, he's only got 50% worth of turn meter to wait. But then these were two quite strong health mods that I've thrown on. And then last, my current work in progress, K2. Right, so I've tried all sorts of different mods for this. This is what I'm settled on at the moment. Standard, speed, a decent bit of critical chance in there as well. And then effectively 2 sets of that. That doesn't need to be offense because his offense is like dog toffee anyway. It's probably worth swapping that out for something that might be a little bit... In fact, you can't swap that one out, but it might be worth just chanking him up a little bit more. That was quite a good mod, boosted his health. Now this is important because, again, you want him to be landing those crits. It doesn't matter, you're never going to make him, unlike B2. B2 has an AoE, so you bump his crit damage up a little bit, and you'll get decent returns because his AoE everyone will get a good bit of damage sort of added to them, and he'll hit a lot more regularly than this guy will. Unfortunately, K2's never going to hit as hard as you can make B2 hit, and because of that, you just want him to hit more reliably. So that's how I've modded him at the moment, and that is my droid collection as it is. Thanks very much. I hope this came through all right on the mic. It's the first time I've recorded voice. Laters.